Tuesday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Continuing the road trip with the first of two between the Texas Rangers and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Rangers are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Taylor Cole gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's Rougned Odor now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. In there for strike 1, 0-1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more. Nope. Especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And it's fouled away. Still even at 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, I've been very impressed with Asdrubal Cabrera. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Up next for the Rangers, Francisco Cervelli. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Cervelli, a former Pittsburgh Pirate. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, D-Row, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Cole has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. 3-1 now. Top of the first, just underway here at Angel Stadium. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Upton. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Elvis Andrus. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering on its way. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Upton on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Mike Minor gets the starting assignment for the Rangers in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. This guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Baseman.
So digging in now, Victor Guerrero. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball in there for a called strike. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
DeShields is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Ready now for L.A., Justin Bour. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Here's the first pitch to him. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
1 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Another 1-2 delivery. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
A bouncer up the middle. There is Andrus. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting third, the center fielder, Mike Trout.
So stepping in, Mike Trout looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Minor gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Gallo has a beat on it. And that ends the inning. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Second inning upcoming from the Big A, but first here's Heidi Watney with more on the forecast.
Well, Matt, clearly there is no rain in the area as of yet, but the reports that I'm getting say precipitation is expected as this game moves along. Of course, the grounds crew and the umpires will work to get this one in without a delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it is impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
Number 21.
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table. Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
You know, there aren't many guys that can just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Popped him up. Guerrero in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 7th, the third baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the switch hitting former All-Star Asdrubal Cabrera. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. And now a pitch on the way. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball sliced fouled into the seats down the left field line. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Batting 8th, the right fielder, number 30, Nomar.
In now
Mazara.
The power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He homered in the series finale back on Sunday. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Lays off 1-0.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Cabrera, the runner at first with 2 gone. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rangers leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Stepping into the box,
And
Justin
up
Upton,
for the
as he'll
Angels,
get his first
left
opportunity in
fielder,
this one.
Justin Upton.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes to Shields. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
So here's how the
Batting
Rangers
fifth,
are positioned
the
defensively.
catcher,
And let's take a look
Kevin
at the guy behind the dish, and that's
Smith.
Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport, a guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
Kevin Smith will be next. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
This is skied into short left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
So striding forward now, Andrelton Simmons. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. First pitch of the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Adur is there. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in, Joey Gallo, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Guy's having a monster year, leading in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Top 5 in RBIs. If he can improve on that, he has a legit shot to win the crown.
First offering on its way. Hit back up the middle. Simmons is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The batter, the second baseman, Rougned Odor.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now the 2-0 home. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Line toward right center. Trout will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So next to the plate for Texas, Francisco Cervelli. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3 hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. The 2-1 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Called strike, and that'll run it full.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at bat here. The next 3-2. Hard hit to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. 1-0 the count. Fouled away. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
2 out with the man at first. Hit out towards second. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One hit, one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Now to the plate, Zach Cozart, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit high and deep to right center. Headed after it is Mazzara. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So with one away now, time for a check of the standings as you see that these guys find themselves 4.5 games back in the division race entering play. Cole Calhoun will stand in now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Nope.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
1-0.
He pulls this one into right. Mazzara is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, David Fletcher.
Digging in, David Fletcher, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. Angels down quickly there on just 4 pitches. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Stepping in, Elvis Andrews.
Leading
He's
off
0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Patrick Wisdom 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Back goes Trout at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now
so with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed
Shin-Soo
comparison
Choo.
for the 2 starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Liner toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Victor Guerrero back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. This is popped up. Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number 1.
Now back.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder,
4.
and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
In now, Justin Bohr, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, and it's 0-2 now. No runs, no hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Up next,
yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Minor into the windup. First pitch on its way. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Hard hit at third. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3 through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for Texas.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth. First offering on its way. Ball one. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
The 3-0. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Smith finds it, and the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Here's Joey Gallo now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
For the Angels,
all right, thanks, Heidi.
Justin.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded back up the middle. And the Halos have their first hit of the game.
Hey, D-Row, it's about time they finally break through. We're into the 5th inning, and that's just their first hit of this game.
Catcher.
Yeah, Danny, it's been a pitcher's delight out there, but I'm an offensive guy. I want to see some balls moved into the gap. First knock. Hopefully this is the start of many.
Stepping in now, Kevin Smith. fly ball right down the line in left. And he will make the running catch near the stands. A tough play there on the run for the first out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
So a runner at first with one man gone. And standing in, one of the best two-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. And now they've got him picked off. Odor's tag is there, and they've got the out at second base.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflating.
Minor has his target. Here's the first pitch. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Rougned Odor 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
The second baseman, Rougned Odor.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Now the 3-0 offering. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Francisco Cervelli. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A pause, and the 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
In the dirt. The throw will go to third. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fastball, strike 3 called, as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the box now, Delino DeShields. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Rangers. Still no score. Digging in to try it again. Zach
And leading
Cozart.
up for
So
the
far,
Angels,
0 for 1 with a
the
fly out.
designated hitter, Zach Cozart.
First pitch coming. Here it is. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to left. Gallo is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, the right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Striding in, Cole Calhoun hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Fouled away. Calhoun, a native of Arizona, he was an 8th round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, David Fletcher hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's down to third. Yeah, a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. We are still scoreless. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play.